I'm Susan Muntz, and this is my persuasive speech for this semester. And as you can see, I have no audience tonight. Um, Parents are gone, and friends are either in summer school and can't come, or whatever. So I'm still going to do this anyways. So bear with me as I have to do my PowerPoint at the same time. But anyways, obesity in America. And I'm speaking on, is it the food companies we should blame or the person? And basically, obesity is no laughing matter. Obesity is something that's overlooked in America today. It is one of the biggest issues in health that we have, and people just kind of brush it to the side and it's like, oh, it's just obesity. It's not like it's that big of a deal, but it is, and it can be stopped. Basically, in a nutshell, obesity is when you are overweight, or it can be different reasons, but mainly obesity is caused from lack of exercise and lack of everything, pretty much. Your food, your diet, everything. Who struggles with obesity? I would say it can range from 3-year-old all the way up to 100 years old. So everyone struggles with it. Not everyone literally, but everyone, any age, pretty much. Obesity is caused by a lot of different reasons. In younger people, in younger teenagers, it can be caused a lot from peer pressure, from not feeling like you fit in, and so they turn to food. They don't turn to exercise. They turn to food and their technology, video games. Nobody turns to exercise, and people tend to blame the food companies for that. And well, my kid's fat because they eat your food. Well, you have the choice to make your kid or yourself eat something different. Is it because of the food we consume? Obesity, I would say, is definitely caused by the food that we consume. But should the food company be blamed for what you eat? No. Certainly McDonald's food is not the healthiest food in the world, but I mean, we were all given brains. We know, and with technology today, you can get on your cell phone, get MyFitnessPal, or go online. There's so many different ways of, counting calories, keeping track of what you do during the day when you're burning calories, how much you can consume for the day, so many different ways. But should the food companies be blamed? I would definitely say no. It is not their fault. It is all on the person that is eating the food. They are, the ones that are purchasing it. So definitely the consumer's fault. Who's affected mostly by obesity? I would say younger youth is, with teenagers, their parents are the ones providing them the food. They can't, a lot of younger kids especially they don't really, know the difference between good food, bad food. They just know it's good. But I think a lot of youth are being affected. PE is not enforced in schools like it used to be as strongly. Kids are so drawn to television and computers and handheld games and not outside and being active. And so I would definitely say that today's youth is struggling with obesity just as much as the adults are. Adults are definitely being affected too, but I'd say kids are definitely being affected. You have to be careful with obesity, like there's so many different diseases that are caused by it. You can, being obese, and sure, sit at home all you want and eat all the food you want, but just know that the diseases that it leads to are, heart disease, diabetes, high blood pressure, cancer, sleep apnea, acid reflux, and the list, I'm sure, goes on and on. But those are just a few that you can know that, obesity leads to these scary, scary things, and it can definitely be stopped. There are so many different ways you can stop it, but, knowing that you are the one in control of your body, you should be fit, you should be, somewhat healthy, and obesity there's really no excuse for it. I know people get so big, but look at The Biggest Loser. On TV, there's people that come on there weighing 500 pounds, and they leave the show leaving, 200 pounds or under 200 pounds. And you can watch on TV, it can be done. And people need to get off their butts and stop being lazy and stop blaming the food companies for something that is not their fault when it's clearly your fault. There are so many solutions, like I was saying, for curing obesity, but diet and exercise are two huge, huge things, the main things. And, start with your diet. If you're not a big exercise person, that's understandable. There's a lot of people that aren't. But, at least start with your diet. Eat right. And you can see a huge shift in just doing that. Like, if you like fast food, start with, if you eat fast food every day, drop it down to twice a week or something. And then drop it down to once a week and try to slowly, move yourself away. I love fast food myself. Who doesn't? It's good. But you have to be careful with how much you eat. And it's with anything, everything in life, to an extent, is okay in moderation. If you overdo something, most likely it's not going to turn out good. Eating, you need to do it in moderation. But yeah, start out with a balanced diet. Internet, you can find a way to eat healthy. There's plenty of ways. Exercise is a huge thing too. Get out, go bike ride. Heck, if you don't like to be that active, go walk. I walk a lot, and it's good exercise. It's low pace. You don't feel like you're dying. And Zumba is a huge, huge thing too. It's really just starting getting big, but Zumba is a dance class. They offer it at Darton. They offer it at most gyms now. It's so much fun. I took it and loved it. You don't even feel like you're exercising, you're just having fun. But in conclusion, for my speech, I will say that, is it the food companies really that we should blame? No. Blame yourself, not the food companies. If you're fat, then take a step back and say, what am I doing wrong? And you should be able to answer those questions. Get out and change your life. It's not that hard. But thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I'm sorry I didn't have an audience, but like I said, there's no one here but me. So I did what I could. I have my stuffed animals, so. But